Oh,
Hello, I'm Brendan.
Metalocalypse.
Keep going, you good?
Metalocalypse.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's one of the stupidest words ever invented.
Why do you say that now?
I don't say that as a bad thing. I say that 'cause as a comedy writer, when I self-deprecate, it's okay. You don't have to worry about me. I feel okay. Yeah, don't worry about me. It's a word. I wanted to call the show something else, and the co-creator did too. Me and Tommy Blotcha, who's not here right now, and we kind of couldn't legally call it this other thing that we wanted to call it. So we figured let's invent the stupidest word that we can think of, so that just to see if people will say it. Just see if people will learn how to say it. And so far, no one's learned how to say it right. You just said it right, which is odd, you know.
It's like a tongue twister.
Yeah, the idea for the show is basically I wanted to do something with music because I went to music school. I first started out, I thought I was going to become like a full-time musician, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do with music and stuff, and I graduated from music school, and when I graduated, I started doing stand-up comedy and started doing all kinds of stuff in Boston, and just kept kind of working around with music and trying to figure out someplace. And I wrote the music for this other show that I created called Home Movies, and it was just really silly, sloppy stuff, and that was appropriate for the show. And then that show was finished, and we were done with that, and then me and Tommy Blotcha, the co-creators, went out. We'd just been seeing metal shows all the time, and that's how I met Tommy, is no one would go see like hardcore death metal shows or extreme metal shows with me, except for Tommy, and me and Tommy just love metal. Metal is aggressive, and it's not trying to hit any kind of market. It's simply what it is. It's aggressive and it's kind of awesome, and it's like, I don't know, I'm a big fan of horror movies. I think
it kind of works together.
Well, I mean, I think it all kind of plays into the show too, because the show has a lot of horror movie elements, a lot of like, you know, pretty hardcore mutilation and just, you know.
In a comic sort of way.
Well, it's slapstick. I mean, actually it is. I mean, there are people, like hundreds of people die in an episode. Like at the opening of a show, we've killed thousands of people, and it's a grand act of slapstick. That's the way we look at it. Not as a horror. I mean, not as a horrible thing. It's like in like a kind of a black comedy kind of a way, you know. So yes, I think that.
Do you do body counts? You don't like it?
People have. I don't keep track of it. I don't have time. Because we killed so many people on the show. But I think there are websites that are dedicated to that.
Mm-hmm. You can actually win an award with the most body counts. The Chainsaw Awards.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We'd probably be up there, to be honest. But I mean, I think it all fits in the same place. I consider it entertainment. I mean, one of my favorite bands is a band called Cannibal Corpse, and I love to listen to them because when I listen to their songs, they're about dying. I mean, a lot of their philosophies are a lot of their song structures revolve around these horrible death scenes almost. Like they're almost describing a death scene from a movie or something. And it's like watching a slasher film or something. So you're sitting there in your car, stuck in traffic, almost feeling like you're watching a movie. So right. I see it all kind of falling in the same place. It's entertainment, you know, and not only that, it's really heavy also. And metal has gotten heavier over the last like 15 years too, compared to like the metal of like the 80s and early 90s and stuff. They just keep tuning lower and getting scarier and stuff, and I love it. I'm really happy to see people really playing their guitars, because I'm just a geek for guitar playing.